Okay, it is Sunday, February 7th. So yeah, next week is Valentine's Day. If you forgot it, this is your final reminder. So hi, yeah, Chips and Bricks episode number 34. Hello, good evening. Doing this again, and yeah, today it's gonna be 2006 on Commodore 64. Why? Because it was a good year. All things considered, we even didn't need an X-Party to make it a good episode. We're gonna look at X-Party 06, probably later. Don't know when. Could be soon. Could be not so soon. Not next week. Next week is Amiga week. Once a month it's Amiga week, so we're gonna skip that for 64. So yeah, it's snowing outside. Everything is white. Everything is frozen. Traffic is stuck. The chickens are angry because they got cold feet, and people have forgotten how to drive. But that's not important at all, because we're doing this. It's our regular Sunday evening appointment. I am, as always, the arrogant bastard, and welcome to my show. I can say this because Truck hasn't signed into the chat yet, so it counts. So yeah, people still do this early on. So if you're watching this for the first time, I'll say, like, what the hell is this? Do the like, subscribe, the follows and everything. It gives us more visibility and also more ego, let's be honest. And yeah, ego. Good. Let's see. We have stuff from Primary Star, Tomb, North Party, Outline, Assembly, Floppy, a big Floppy Party, Maximum Overdrive, and we're gonna start with something from Satellitelan, whatever you want to call it. Small production. And before I do that, of course, gonna reset our friend here in the corner, our C64, which is next to us, so you'll see me doing all these hand movements. For now, mostly F7, F3, and F1, and so this is the F7 button. And yeah, running everything here from this thingy. We've had some audio things because we are using an Ultisit, NuSit implementation, but it has a DigiBoost, and on some things it acted a bit strange during test, so we'll try to adjust the audio when we are moving on. Mostly with the gain levels are a bit low in some productions, so be warned, we'll keep an ear out and look at our view meters that they stay nice into the yellow. So yeah, Satellitelan release was first by Jumalauta, little production called Nyrkki, and that's up first. Let's get the disc in. This is the F7, this is the F3, and this is the F1 to load the first file on the disc. Oh, enable the audio is also good on that. Welcome to the show. Don't always have to start with the biggest production. People are still coming in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the thing. A small one to start here. Nyrkki by Jumalauta from Satellitelan. I think it was Finnish. So yeah, classic tune here. DYCP squalor, epic graphics, excellent, complete Jumalauta quality, as it's supposed to be. So yeah, let's go to Primary Star. I actually a series of parties I helped start, although I think me and Commander overall left the organization team after 2 or 3 editions. The party went on for a few years, had a good run, had many nice releases, and this is next one is one from 2006 by Abyss Connections, friends of the channel. Hello guys. Demo called The Turner. It is it's not really a space presser, like there's 2 parts, but you know, you have to press space to go from one to the other. So more like an intro and then the actual demo, which is absolutely not making any sense and is not important at all. So let's go with the second demo of the show. The Turner by Abyss Connection, released at Primary Star 2006, because that is the year that we are looking at today in C64 releases. on the topic of space pressers, this was like a small screen thingy for Primary Star. And we're gonna move on to like a 6-part space presser, no less even, by Tropyx, which was released at the Ultimate Meeting 06. Ultimate Meeting was always organized at the old slot of the party, December 27, 28, and 29. And it moved on into Underground Conference, which is done by the guys from Attention Whore, as most of the Ultimate Meeting guys went on to do a revision, and doing both events at the same time in a year is quite a thing, speaking from experience. So there, let's go with Tropyx. We'll have actually 2 Tropyx demos back to back. First one is coming up now. That's Oldskool Forever, as said, released at TUM. The other one, we'll talk about later. Just get the disc in first. And there we go. A few minutes before deadline, because that's always what you do when finishing your demo. And running.
Hi, this is Mike Marine. Thanks for your power play.
Isn't that friendly? People from Australia are never elite, they are lamers, and disc mags are no proper releases. You heard it first in this Tropyx Space Pressure release at TUM 2006. And we're gonna put another Tropyx demo back now, because it just, this is the way the order kind of materialized in the show. So that, well, we have a few Tropyx things in there. Why just not throw them both at the same time? Make it like a mini Tropyx show contained in the show in the show. So, you know, yo, I'm gonna put a show in your show so you can show while your show. No. Pimp My Ride had a good run, and it should not come back. Like, if people want to put PlayStation 5s into people's cars, the car simply will not have the power to run it. Also, they won't have the room, and the trunks will melt because it's get too hot. That being said, Industrial Terror is next, again by Tropyx, also from 2006, but not from the end of the year. It was released at the North Party. Yeah, quite a bit of a 5-minute demo. It's like, sure, why not? Let's just throw this in. And, you know, welcome to the show, all of you. Have a seat. Sit back, relax, have a drink. I'll be doing the same in a moment once I've started the next demo. And go from there. So, Industrial Terror released at North Party. Let's look at the art again. Was it? Okay, no, just a bit of a logo. That's cool. There's some nice deer art coming up later in the show, if I recall correctly from the test we did this afternoon and when we put everything together on Thursday. So yeah, let's go with this one. Tropyx Industrial Terror got second place at North Party, by the way. So, yep, see you after the demo. dokie. Industrial Terror by Tropyx, a demo that wants to sound industrial but doesn't. It sounds its very own thing. Also, rewind the YouTube if you can, or the replay if you can't, and look for all the typos. Quite a lot within there. Of course, these were the days before your favorite search engine would do translation things as well, or White very limited. So, but yeah, there you go. Or, of course, it's all intentional because of the art. Let's just call it that. Let's just leave it at that. Up next is a small production from one of my favorite groups, one of my favorite parties. It's Limp Ninja at Outline on the C64, not their home platform, so to speak. I think their home platform is still the Xbox Classic or something like that. But yeah, Outline is Atari only party that is open to all platforms, so it is, but it isn't. Sadly, haven't been able to visit in the last few years because it was too far up north, different planning schedule, whatever. So yeah, it's on my I should really revisit one of those parties again list. Also with Limp Ninja, also they always have some nice designs and effects, and sometimes they have strange goals. I know for one tomb, forgot which one. One of the earlier ones, they had the goal to have an entry in each competition, including like things like Amiga C64. So they quickly had to learn like Blitz Basic in half an hour to make an entry, and made it on Amiga without the mouse because they forgot it and didn't have one. So that's a different story once we get to more of the Limp Ninja stuff. Let's just go now for the fifth little demo of today, which is, as said, by Limp Ninja. It's World Domination Part 2. And if you have seen Hotshots and Hotshots Part 2, you know that Part 2 means second. So it's World Domination number 2. Small production, but therefore not less fun. Only 17 blocks, so you can say more like a 4K intro actually. Whatever. Cool. Alright, a small Limp Ninja production with only 256 bytes of scroll text, and then it's even hard to fill that one up. I know writing scroll text you need inspiration of the moment, and that sadly doesn't always happen, so let's just move on to another small one-screener which released at Maximum Overdose 7. Always a cool party series, Maximum Overdose, to be honest. It does. I recall I had a discussion with Street Tough on Motley's Discord last week before, but they were planning on doing a new one actually, and well, because of the thing is going around that failed. I've always was very fond of driving all the way up north in Germany, and driving so far north that if you would piss, it would basically land in Denmark. Like so far north, you were like, oh sure, like. North of Germany, that's Hamburg, and you're there. No, it's not. It's a lot more Germany north of Hamburg. Trust me, I've driven through it. It's a lot of Germany. And I don't mean like Fairmont Island. That doesn't count. That's too easy. So yeah, let's just go to Instinct at Chili Power. Got second place at Maximum Overdose number 7. Small one screener. I like the graphics in this one, so that's why it's in here. And yeah, let's say goodbye to Limp Ninja. Hit the new disc, and here Chili Power 2006. It's not the easiest scroll text to read, so I'm gonna have you leave you this on your own. So yeah, Chili Power 2006. By Instinct, released Maximum Overdose number 7. Another party that has regularly C64 stuff, but not every year, is Evoke. And Evoke had some, had a nice entry in 2006 by Prollcoder. A little release called Absolutely Amazing. A few minutes long, that's fine. The bigger demos are always at the end. In the beginning, we're just going through the nice stuff that nobody remembers because they weren't compo winners. They did not win the big party. They did not win the yada yada. So, we're, are we say educating? No, we're showing people while the little purple star is running out of scroll text. See, wrap. That's it. You have read the entire scroll text. Aren't we generous to show the entire scroll text to everybody? Yes, we are. Just making fun of myself and the rest of the world. So cool. Let's just... it's a PRG, so there will be no dear art here. It's absolutely amazing by Prollcoder. And released at Evoke 2006. That is... what's next? We've come up to the personal greetings now, so this text will go on a bit forever. I like the bass line that they're actually doing this. You know, and yes, the bass line is coming through. Your speakers were just faulty. Aha. So yeah, this was Evoke. We've already had a Nord Party release with Industrial Terror by Tropyx, and there are 2 more Nord Party releases coming up. First one is the winner, then we'll go the third place. Industrial Terror, by the way, got second place. So this is a demo by Arise, also Street Infection, and yeah, it won Nord Party. That's all there is to say about it. Let's just get that ready. Here we are. 2006 blocks free. That's a big floppy. Big Floppy is a party that we'll talk about later on this show. But for now, we're at the Nord Party. So yeah, everybody in the chat, say hello, welcome. By the way, you know, do the likes and the subscribes. You know how this works. Please, it gives us more visibility and ego because you know you get an email like this dude or this person has subscribed to you, and it's nice because it's. We're getting up to a point that I don't know who's subscribing. Like initially, you know, you invite your close friends and people you know from groups and yada yada, and now people start to subscribe. So like, who the hell is this? Like, I don't know this person. That's kind of cool, because that means that we are getting somewhere. And you know, we've been doing this since last summer, more or less every week. We've skipped a few because of I think one was modem trouble and one was New Year Christmas and whatever. But still, this is number 35, and it's up the 30th since we've restarted. I think 5 beta was the first one we did on Twitch here, which is cool. So thank you all for the support and reaching out and your comments that come in through the various channels. There's too much of them. Like I'm getting the word out and saying, "Hey, we've started," is becoming like I need a secretary job for that. Anyway, this is me bitching. I am done bitching now because I'm an arrogant bastard and I can do that. Shall we just start the demo because that's what you're waiting for? Yes, that's what you're waiting for. I'm having this conversation all by myself while I try to push the enter button like a madman, which I have now succeeded. See you soon. Hey, Sweet Infection by Arise. Lots of high-res graphics, lots of moving things, lots of mathematical constructions. Really nicely constructed here by the guys from Arise, winner of the North Party in demo compo in 2006. Also, you know, lovely here. Flapping butterfly on flowers. It's the arts. Good. So this one won North Party. We played the second place. Now let's just go to the third place demo, which is Exoff, exclusive off by Exon, exclusive on. So on is off, and off is a demo by on, etc. This is me trying to come up with bin texting, but kind of failing. Oh, this is one file. That's pretty cool. Let's get that in there, load it into our memory, all 64K of it. And yeah, Exoff by exclusive on. Yes, Dentro is off. We are not, because we are hot and you are not. That is the slogan of the Hot Stuffers. A legendary Amiga group where everybody is a member, but you're not because you're not and they are hot. It's like Jumalauta. Like once you have a name in Jumalauta, you're in Jumalauta, or you're in ISO, or you're not. Same as the Hot Stuffers. There. And that's just basically the truth. So, with this bombshell, we will now leave North Party and cross the European continent into a little village called, well, village. Is it a village? It's a village, yes, a village. Of Budleigh Salterton. On the Jurassic coast near Exeter in England. up until a few months, part of the European Union. Today, sadly, it no longer is, and we hope that one day they will, of course, return, because then we can, it's a bit easier to get there and stuff. So yeah, Sundown, now called Nova Party, but it's same organizers, same location, same everything. Just it's now called Nova Party instead of Sundown. Sunrise was also fun. That might also be something to dedicate an episode to, just because of all the crazy stories we can tell in between the demos. That will take us into 3 hours. Let's not. Cosine is did something for Sundown 2006. Got 4th place in the end. A demo called Mishmash. It's always good to see things from from the British Isles. They're always a bit different, but that does not mean they're any less cool. And this is one of them. Also, that's a pretty sleek Petsky logo in there in the directory, in the Dear Art. So, yep, there we are. Have fun. not the most readable scroller out there, but, you know, nice multicolor font that sadly is a bit too small in an otherwise pretty good, pretty decent production. Some nice character effects in there. And Mishmash by Cosine got 4th place at Sundown. Now, we were discussing the Jumalauta name, so that gives us a little segue to Finland, because we are gonna show a production from Assembly of that year. Year was 2006. That's the demo that we're looking at today. Demo name is Progress Without Progress. The demo is by PWP. I am not going to pronounce it in Finnish. I will fail, so therefore we should just keep it at that. So yeah, PWP Progress Without Progress got 2nd place at Assembly 2006. Could be wild, or they don't have a dedicated 64 compo, so it's wild or alternative or not PC demo. Well, it should, but it's not. So yeah, let's go with that, PWP, and Progress Without Progress. You have to say, well, you can say many things about PWP, but they always do what they want and they're good at it. And this is one of them. This is the little speech synth, all the messages in there. It just hits you, and it hits you right where it should, and it all matches up in the end. Running into great demos. 64 also on VIC-20. Maybe I should get my VIC-20 out of storage, see if it still works, and then perhaps we can do something with it, because we're this Ultimate 1541-2 Plus cartridge should also work with that, just as a normal disk drive, and we can control it remotely over Telnet or whatever we want to. So yeah, something maybe to investigate on an unscripted rigs. By the way, we've done an unscripted rigs unannounced thing that we do every now and then. Last, was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Yes, because we were watching AW Dark after that, so it was Tuesday evening. 3 hours of Amiga pack discs. We found a lot of pretty cool Amiga intros and demos. Some will be recycled and reused in other shows, because it's like a nice discovery. So in order to stay informed about those when they start, hit the follow button on Twitch, hit the like and subscribe on the YouTubes, etc. then you will get a ping if that happens. Now, more pings happened at Forever, number 7. A demo by Singular called Shudder 2. There is no clean segue here, I'm sorry. So this is, that was it, the ping, and it failed anyway. I like this dear art of the White Rabbit. It's rabbit, and it's white. Unless you set your text color to something else, then it will be whatever color it is, although this is a cartridge loading. I think they mostly default to white anyway, so let's just stick to that. I didn't find where it ended up in the compo for this one, so we'll just have to end it up somewhere. Anyway, Singular Shudder 2 released at Forever 7. So I really like this Oldskool because you have the 1x1 font for the regular text, then the 2x1 font for like the bigger headlines, and it has uppercase, lowercase, and you have then the extra tiles characters to make up the Shudder logo. So there's a lot going on here font-wise, and I almost want to look into a disassembler or debugger and then just see what actually went put on there. Yes. Watch it at Breakpoint 2006. Oh, well, we've covered most of Breakpoint, haven't we? There was some nice singular stuff in there as well in that episode. Look it back, and they were all on YouTube archive, so you could be able to find it. So, yeah. Short demo, still pretty nice. By singular, Shudder. Something else pretty short coming up, but still not as impressive. Something that dropped in as well on the Pouet Discord. Not sure if it's in the public or the private part. I digress, this doesn't matter. A small demo from Focus called Transform with it's pretty short, but there's a ton of graphical work in there, which is why it's nice. The music is a bit strange, but you know, that's allowed. That's oh, it's a D64, so here we go. Alright, yep, so some files, but I think this is loading graphics all the time because there's so much graphic work. In all, bit short, but still okay. More than okay, actually, because of the design. Is also gonna ask us for a config for the music. I'm gonna leave it, I think, tried it a few times, and actually the 6581 original sounds at best, although this is an Ultisit 8580 with DigiBoost. So we're gonna leave it at this, and yeah, Transform by Focus. We're now pressing space. We are enjoying the silence, very short production by Focus called Transform, and Enjoy the Silence is during the last Unscripted Bricks last Tuesday. We had a cover playing by Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode, and of course we got a content hit on that. Not on the original, but on some kind of strange Czech or Slovakian cover, because that song like it uses the same melody. I think it just hit the correct BPM, I have no idea. It's funny because, you know, we're not making these movies to sell the YouTube ads, because we know we're gonna get context, we're gonna get, you know, content matches, copyright hits on basically every episode we do. It actually surprises me when we don't get one. Speaking of, there's coming up a big one later on in the show anyway that you're, you know, I would be really surprised if that doesn't get triggered somewhere down in the streaming things. So this was Transform by Focus. We got second place at the Big Floppy People 2006. We're gonna go to the top 3 of this party as to end this this show. Bit of a shorter show today, but you know, that's also a thing every now and then. Triad got third place. Electronaut. That's up next. This demo just keeps looping, so we're gonna end it more or less when the music restarts, because that's fine. Sometimes it's very Jesus on ease, sometimes it's not, but I like the concept, and I can keep this running for more than a while. So yeah, Electronaut by Triad. Loading now. said we were gonna end this somewhere down the line. It's like now it keeps on going and it loops for a while, if not forever. I've watched it a bit more. But when, you know, when the music loops, it's time to end the demo. Electronaut by Triad, again, very nice high-res graphics in there. More political messages, since you think in 2006, nothing wrong with it. People on their toes and keep them short, that they, you know, remind them that they need to care about you. Good. This was got third place at the Big Floppy people, so there's one more demo left, actually. So, you know, as always, before that we have to do some shopping, and the shopping is, you know, by thanking the people who support all our hardware. That's consolecables.be. They provide us with, you know, the cables, the power supplies, also the video equipment. It's a little discount, €5 discount for €30 purchase. Use code CB at checkout, and it will automatically be calculated into your final cost, bill, whatever. So, good. Who won Big Floppy people? Let's reset the 64 first. There we go. And go back to it. Fairlight did. Demo is not called WWIII, it's World War III, but you can pronounce it as WWIII. You shouldn't. So, yeah, that's the name of the demo. I am not sure if I can do anything else about this demo. Yeah, maybe at the end we'll get to that when we do the big content hit. If you know the demo, you know what's coming. If you don't, you'll feel very old in the end. Let's just watch the demo first. Well, watch the disc first. Oh, well, Hollow Man is a bottom. Thank you for making a nice demo, by the way. Let's watch it. And so, the World War III battleship goes onto the oceans, the waves. As people have mentioned in the chat, this water effect is pretty nice, and I don't know if these are characters or if these are sprites. Well, I think the boat would be like an image or a sprite, but it's a bit moving, and I'm not really sure what the waves are, how they're done. So any coders or people within disassembler, bug fixer, whatever in the chat, please throw it in there. And people have asked already, will we get to see the hidden part? Well, you will get to hear the hidden part. I guess, this will just stand here forever, and you can leave this running for 10 minutes. Like, okay, sure. Is there nothing more behind this? Huh. Let's find out what happens when we push a long key on the keyboard. You can leave this running in the background for hours and it never gets boring, and even get into your head even more. Happy to help. Good. This was it for today. We don't always need to do 2-hour or 3-hour show that we've been doing lately, so like just 90 minutes. Good, so you have something of your evening. You can get ready to go back to work tomorrow, or to back to school, or to be productive for society, so that, the tax man can tax you. See? Political messages today. That's what it is. Good. That's what it is from me. Thank you for tuning in. Next week, Amiga Week. We do this once a month. At least. And we will be looking at assembly. If I'm correct, 1992. When there was still Amiga and not those things with multi-thousand euro graphics card they use for Bitcoin mining these days. So, yeah, 1992, Amiga stuff, if all goes well. And that's next week. This week was 2006 in 64 demos, except the ones from X Party. We won't do those later. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next week or somewhere later. And in the meantime, take care, wear a mask, be safe. Take care of yourself and, make more demos. Bye bye.